chefs and people who are passionate about food a platform to rent a stall for the day and prepare a meal that will be sold to the masses attending the event. That's the Tshwane Food Festival taking place on the 6th of August at Fountains Valley from 10 to 10 in the evening. According to the organisers, the program for the day will include a winery section by True Vine Winery, African Corner. The space will grant various SA-based cultures the opportunity to showcase their favourite African food. Now, to tell us more, we're joined by event directors Nqobile, Lekhuleni and Felane Mahlangu. I hope I said your name correctly. Guys, thank you very much for joining us. Nqobile, let's start with you first. Let's talk about maybe the inspiration behind it. There are a lot of festivals, food festivals at the moment, but I sense there's something new to this festival.
Yes. Sorry. Thank you for having us this morning. Just to kick it off, the inspiration comes from the fact that we are from the city of Tswane, and there isn't a food festival in the city to begin with. Yeah. So we are foodies, the both of us, and from there we thought, why can't we bring a food festival to our city instead of always continuously having to drive out to other cities to experience food?
Let's talk about this theme. Felane, let me bring you into this. The significance of the theme, an art a city can narrate. What does that mean?
Okay, so basically we're trying to change the concept actually where people are looking at food as just something to eat, but it's more related to art, because the art that goes into people preparing the food itself, so that's where we actually said, come to our city and see the artistic behind the creation of the food. So that's where an artist that can narrate came from.
The relationship with food is quite a subjective thing, and how people interpret food and how they relate to it has got a lot to do with how they were brought up around the subject matter. What are some of the other things you're introducing to make this festival stand out and be quite unique? I think the idea that everybody can rent a stall for the day and kind of showcase something that's unique to them, that's pretty unique.
Yes. So, the people who are renting out a stall, we're challenging them and saying, listen, create something new, bring it back home, have an African touch to it. And one of the things that stood out is it's actually trending now in our city, the mohodu wrap.
Okay.
So, you usually have your mohodu with pap or, samp. And now suddenly it's packaged in a wrap. So that's very unique in itself. So we're looking forward to see what the other vendors are going to bring to the table, bringing that African touch to their food itself.
Let's talk about the involvement of Refilwe and Trevor. What are they going to bring to the festival? What are they doing?
So basically, Refilwe is the SA MasterChef finalist.
Yeah.
So what she has is master classes. And in the master classes, what they do is basically you go in there, and what she's trying to achieve is that your normal basic food, she's trying to transform it into something that you can you can learn basically. So what she's doing is that we're going to be having a lot of people buying tickets and sitting down there, you want to learn something new, but you can't afford expensive food. What can you transform with your basic ingredients? And that's exactly what she's going to be doing. And Trevor, on the other hand, he is actually a cake or rather a pastry
chef.
Yes, so he's going to be doing quite a lot of pastry there. So
you've got a sweet tooth. That's the way the place goes. Johannesburg is littered with food markets, food festivals, and that kind of stuff. And it's as quite an educated palate when it comes to kind of food connoisseurs. Are we saying with this event that finally Tswane has developed a really a good palate related to food?
Yes, that's exactly what we're saying. We're saying Tswane is tired of going to Johannesburg.
You can't divorce yourself from us.
Not entirely, but we want to say, okay, let's start having people coming to our city as well. We have a gorgeous city. You have to admit.
Let's talk about the venue, because a lot of people won't know this venue, Fountains Valley. For somebody who's never been there, why this venue? What does it add to this food festival?
It's actually quite nice because the venue itself is a monument park. So it's got some sort of sculptures there which represent our history as well. So It's actually quite nice, and it's more of a central point. So if people are coming from Johannesburg and from Pretoria, it's more of a central point for all of them. So it's going to be quite an awesome place too.
Guys, thank you very much. It's Felane and Nqobile from the event. It's really amazing. It's called the Tshwane Food Festival, taking place on the 6th of August at Fountains Valley from 10 till 10 in the evening. Go and get your tickets, masterclasses, everything else. So it's going to be a great day out for you and the family. Lebo standing by. Let's go to her.